Okay, so now I am at example 8, which is an example that I wrote just for this review. All right, and I want us to find V naught across that 4 ohm resistor in the far right. And the way that we want to do this is to use voltage division. All right, otherwise it could be a little bit more difficult. Of course, we could use nodal analysis, but why would we need to do that? It's really not important. Instead, we can use voltage division. And what we would notice is that we have 4 in series with 2, which is equal to 6 ohms. All right, so now if I see this, I have, again, these are in series. And what I really want to find here is what is the voltage at this node which I've highlighted, and I'll call it, I'll call it V here, because if I have the voltage input to these 2 resistors, I can most certainly use voltage division to find out what V naught is. So I want to find the voltage there, and so now I've got a 10 volt source, and I have a 2 ohm resistor, and then I have a 6 ohm resistor in parallel with a 6 ohm resistor. And I'm still looking, of course, for V here. All right, so we can combine these 6 ohms in parallel. All right, 6 in parallel with 6 is equal to 3 ohms. All right, so now I just have a pretty simple circuit, 10 volts, with a 2 ohm resistance and a 3 ohm resistance. And what I'm looking for is V here, which is the voltage across this 3 ohm resistor. So what we can do is use voltage division, V here, and this is voltage division. V here is going to equal to the resistor I want, 3, over the sum of the resistors, 2 plus 3, multiplied by the input voltage, 10. So this is going to be 3/5 of 10, which is going to be equal to 6 volts. So now let's take that back and say we have 6 volts, which is equal to V here. And we can expand back out to what we had, which was a 2 ohm resistor in series with a 4 ohm resistor. And we wanted V naught, which is the voltage across here. And so what we get is to use voltage division again. V naught is equal to the resistor we want, 4, divided by the sum of the resistors, 2 plus 4, times 6 volts, which was the input voltage. All right, so what do I get? Well, I get that I want 2/3 of 4, or sorry, of 6, 2/3 of 6, which is just equal to 4 volts. All right, so in some very simple steps, we were able to find out that voltage.